Well, I don't know if this is particularly innovative or groundbreaking, but one of the principles that I hold when it comes to teaching writing, um, however we define it, is that writing out in the real world is what matters. And trying to engage that notion of citizenship with the students is what matters. This is a lesson that I myself learned as a student years ago from my composition teacher when I was an undergrad. Uh, she was big on contributing legitimately to academic discourse. I was lucky enough to be part of a team that would go and present at conferences. And then in addition, she was a big proponent of public writing as well. So fast forward to today, when I teach, it's kind of a cornerstone of a lot of assignments that I end up building. Years ago, it used to be things like writing letters to the editor and stuff like that. Again, nothing that's particularly innovative, but I think it helped spark my interest in digital media composing and working with new media as another kind of outlet or potential kind of throughway for students to express themselves a little more, in the vernacular that a lot of students are used to communicating in, and it gives them more options for participating in public discourse than, I mean, like, who writes letters to the editor in today? This is not done. So recognizing the contemporary genres, the contemporary avenues of discourse, I think is kind of important for people working with new ways of composing.
Can you just describe briefly how you do that with your students? What does that, like, in concrete terms, look like?
Sure. So sometimes in very playful ways, what it means is they replicate or participate in genres. So whether, for example, that could be meme production. So they end up creating image macros. They end up creating 5-second videos, which is a thing out on the web that predates Vines. They end up creating these kind of playful texts that they're then able, if they choose, I don't coerce them to do this, but if they choose, they can release them out into the wild and see what kind of response they get. And then that I think of as a springboard into more quote unquote serious ways of participating in so for example, if there are social topic blogs out there that they can go and leave comments on, or they can start their own kind of website or blog or discussion forum that deals with a particular issue that interests them. I see that as kind of a higher stakes kind of version of what I'm doing with the low stakes assignments.